GoLoud.
Welcome to Home We Drink Extra Juice. This is our bonus episode where we get to give a little bit of advice, do our peak or bleak of the week, and just chat to you a little bit more than we do just in our main.
Yeah.
It's a little bonus bite of the week.
If you're missing us on a Wednesday, you can get us on a Monday.
Before we get started, a huge big thank you to Penny's for sponsoring this episode.
As the temperatures rise, it's time to refresh your wardrobe, and Penny's has everything that you need to do it in style.
We were just in Ibiza with Penny's.
We were.
We wore
What a trip.
all the gorgeous new Rita collection.
It is stunning.
It's so nice. I think it's my favourite collection so far.
100%.
Yeah.
Everything that I've seen, even the way you can like mix and match the outfit.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Everything just somehow works with everything else in the collection as well.
The bikinis, the swimsuits. Like,
yeah.
it really is 10-10. I love all the cowboy hats.
Yeah.
Forgot mine.
You left it there?
I think I left it in the airport tray.
Oh.
So,
I did.
Penny's again.
I think I left one of mine, but I brought one home.
Did you?
Yeah.
Stunning.
I think I sat on one of them.
Oh.
Fine. As temperatures rise, it's time to refresh your wardrobe, and you can get your comfortable swim sets, your breezy linen cords, effortless summer dresses. You'll find literally the perfect pieces for every single occasion, especially in the new Rita collection.
With stylish travel accessories and cozy airport looks that make travelling literally a breeze. Whether you're jetting off to sunnier skies or catching up with friends at home, Penny's has your summer style sorted.
My suitcase is sitting there. Ellie had to bring it home for me.
Come here. It
gorgeous.
wheels beautifully.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's Penny's.
It wheels so like a dream.
So nice.
And that makes such
It comes
a big
in gold too.
difference. I saw.
Yeah, and small size.
I think I need the gold.
Yeah. Really
needed.
nice. I was gonna get gold. I was like, my other suitcase is silver, so I wanted to match.
Yeah,
If I ever read them both, because I will. Like, but
No, very nice, very
so
sturdy.
nice. We may not be able to predict the Irish weather, but no matter what the skies are up to, you'll be stealing the spotlight, rain or shine, wearing your pennies.
Mm-hmm.
Peak or bleak of the week.
Yes.
We get to give either negative or positive news, because sometimes you don't want to be just negative
Negative Nancy.
Nanny all the time.
We were trying to find one, and I feel like we kind of felt like it was always to do with driving.
Because we were like, when you're looking for negative, more negative actually happens.
Yeah, we were nearly
manifesting it.
we
Yeah,
were nearly
you're
attracting
attracting
it into our lives. So we decided to switch it up a little bit, and we get to decide whether it's a peak or a bleak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or both sometimes if we really want. Mine would have to be the bleak of my travelling day.
That's probably the biggest bleak of life. That was
It was so bad.
Charleen.
Went to the airport. So I was meant to get home a day before the girls because I had work to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the airport.
We said
It was
our goodbyes.
Yeah, said our goodbyes. It was 4 o'clock. My flight, but all the girls' flight was earlier than mine, but I went with them anyway. My flight was until 7:30. So I was flying to Manchester, and then I was meant to fly Manchester to Dublin. We get on the plane. There's loads of strikes going on in France for the air traffic control. I'm sitting on the plane, and the pilot's like, it's going to be 2 hours before we leave. I was like, right, grant. Sat there, my phone goes dead.
Oh.
I was like, this is awful. Anyway, the woman beside me moved because there was a free row, and I was like, thank God. I was like, I love you, but like, I don't need to be sitting beside someone.
No.
When I'm sweating, I'm a little bit hungover, and I can't breathe on this plane. It's really hot. There was no water left. And then after 2 hours, he goes, okay, 20 more minutes. Right, grant. 20 minutes goes by. 35 more minutes, so we find out. And then he was like, okay, it's going to be 5 more hours. And everyone goes, and he goes, so I'm going to cancel it.
Oh,
I was like,
my
okay,
God.
thank fuck, because I would have had a panic attack, I'd say. So
No, yeah, stuck on the plane. And could you have gotten off?
They didn't give the option. I'm sure if I had have
Right,
asked,
yeah.
you might have been able to. But then got off the plane. At this point, it was 10:30. Saw the London girls taking off. Their flight went, but they were due it. They were extra hour delayed than me as well. So they were sitting there for like 4 hours. Got off the plane like 10:30. There was another flight at 11:30, so they booked me onto it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they would let me check in.
Because it was so close to it, was it?
Yeah, even though they just bought the flight, they wouldn't let me check
Ticket
in.
is there,
Even though I
yeah.
had no case, nothing. It was just me. They were like, you can't check into the flight. I was like, right, grand. Then they went, by the time they went to book the other one that was going out that night, that went out, it was gone. It was booked out. People were obviously trying to get on it.
Yeah.
So it was too late then. And then I was just in the airport till like 1 a.m. contemplating life, being like, what do I do? I was going to stay in the airport because the next first flight out was to Mallorca and then to Dublin. Just going to stay in the airport. Like, no, I actually won't.
No.
I'll sleep, but like, it'll be shit.
I'd
They
be
went-
terrified as well.
Would you be?
Yeah, I'd be a bit scared.
What? Okay, scared. There's loads of people sleeping though.
Oh, I
I would have just been a big sleepover with new friends.
You would have talked to every single person there.
I
You
was
would
talking-
have.
I seen this man. I was like, he looks proper rich. Let's get chatting to him. Maybe he has a jet.
Yeah.
I
you
was.
get me
I
home?
just wanted to go home. But then he was gay. I was like, right, no wonder you're so well groomed.
Yeah.
Fine. But Yeah, that's grand. I went back to the hotel to you at say I went to sleep at like 1:30. Then at that point, got up at 4:30. Went to the airport again. Was there too early. I could have had an extra hour sleep.
Could you?
Yeah, because it was just me and no big case or anything.
So you just had to walk straight into security.
And it was no queue. You know how quick the airport is anyway, but there's no queue. So I sat there, and then my plane was one of the tiny ones to Mallorca. 30 minutes on the dot. Took 30. I fell asleep before we even took off, but they had said 30 minutes on the thing. No one beside me. Everyone had a free seat beside them. It was no one on the plane. It was landed grand. Got on the next flight then. Mallorca airport's fucking huge.
Is it?
Huge.
I was only ever in it once when I was a child.
I got scammed. Yeah, same actually.
I don't remember it.
I got scammed for a roll, 60 and 50. Turns out it was a Birico ham or something, which is like acorn fed ham. So that's why it's so excited. It was fucking delicious. I'd buy it again.
Oh, was it?
I'd buy it again.
Was this on the flight?
No, this was in the airport. Oh, it was wow. But yeah, that's my bleak. It was just, and then I got home. Had no even joke, 40 minutes to get ready, wash top of my head, shower, put makeup on, steam my outfit, get dressed. I don't know how I did it. Went straight to Dundrum and got my work done. And after that, I was like,
tell you what,
no,
honestly,
me.
Kudos to you, because if that was me in that situation, I would have cancelled life and stayed in Ibiza. I swear to God, I would. I was telling my mum about it, even she was like, "Jesus, Charleen's a workhorse," and I was like, "I know."
I was like, I just wanted to leave when you
have it in your head,
I was just getting like, and when you feel trapped somewhere, it's so bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't like the thought of that at all.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm home now.
You're home.
That's the peak.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna tell?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I have a peak, but I'm gonna be a secret little lady, and I'm not gonna tell you. But you'll find out when I just want to wait.
Yeah.
But probably the best week of my life. Yeah, probably easily the best week of my life. So that's a peak for me.
Yeah, we won't say what yet.
No, but you'll find out
something good. We always do If I Was You. So this is like our dilemma segment, but also we just have to give like a really cutthroat honest advice what we'd do if we were you. So this is this week's dilemma. Oh God, I can't wait for you to do your peak when you can tell.
I'm so excited.
Okay, I'm 19 years old and have been with my boyfriend for nearly 6 years. We've never had any trust issues and he's always treated me so well. This time last year I found out he did cocaine and he told me it was his second time trying it, and he never told me because he was ashamed and knew it was wrong. I reminded him I'm not for that lifestyle. I don't want to be with someone who takes drugs. We are so young and each their own, but it's just not something I want to be associated with. We talked about it because I felt really blindsided finding out he was after doing drugs, and he promised me he wouldn't touch off it again if I stayed with him, which I did. I started college in September and he stayed at home doing an apprenticeship. He wasn't acting himself for a few weeks. When I called him out on it again, he broke down to me that it was all just guilt because he was after doing coke again on a night out and he didn't know how to tell me. I was really upset by this because I felt my trust was broken. I was honestly just disgusted by him. I told him I needed a break to make up my mind on what I wanted to do. I told his mum and everything, and she was so kind and totally supported whatever decision I made. I was just scared and felt like his mother needed to know in case anything ever happened further down the line. He promised me he wouldn't go near it again. I told him it was his last chance before we got back together. As far as I know, we never did it again until we both went on our girls' and boys' holidays, in which we overlapped a few days. When I got there, on one of the nights I saw him and he was clearly after doing some coke. I asked him and he told me he was after doing it because he was so drunk and it was just a bit of crack with the lads on holiday. Him and his friends flew home the next day and I was left on holidays with a heavy heart and felt like I couldn't tell anyone because I know my friends are all against drugs and it would change their opinion of him. I've tried to forgive and forget, but it continues to come into my head every now and then, and I really get down on myself and it puts me off him completely. Drug lifestyle has gone so common, particularly among lads where I live on nights out. I get for some people it's a norm in life to try at least once, but it has been more than once now and I'm honestly just waiting for it to happen again. He's coming to college now in September too, and I don't want this to ruin the experience for both of us. Do you think I'm being a bit soft? Is it normal occurrence in young relationships? Am I stupid to give him another chance? I think if it's a problem for you, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It doesn't matter who else does drugs. It doesn't matter who's against it, who's for it. If it's a problem for you, if it's a problem that you've told him and he keeps going against it and he's told you, I won't do it again, does it again, that's a problem.
It doesn't matter what it is. It could be...
I'm not saying it's a coke problem, by the way. It's a problem within the relationship. Like, you know your values, your morals, you know you accept and don't. So once you know that in a relationship, it's up to them to act on that. And if he's acting against it all the time, is he showing he doesn't care by doing it, even though you don't like it?
Yeah, everybody's values in relationships are different. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that could be something small, something really big.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
because it's yours. It's
Your
yours,
relationship,
and you're
yeah.
allowed to have that. So I don't think you're being soft. If it's something that you don't like, don't be thinking, oh, am I being a bit soft? Like everybody does it or whatever. And that's not obviously the way to think about it. Like Shar said, if it is something that you don't like, you don't have to put up with it. You don't have to think oh, he's young, should I give him another chance or whatever.
And I think when something happens continually like that as well, it's like
it's a lack of respect.
It's a lack of respect, and it's also like you get worn down by it every time, and then you get to a point where you're like, oh,
yeah. And you will end up getting turned off him. He's already done it. How many times? 3 times you've already said it. Like, so he knows how you feel about it, and like each to their own. If that is what he wants to do, if he turns around to you then and says, "Listen, it's what I like to do with the lads," or whatever, like blah blah blah. Each to their own. If that is what he wants to do, you don't have to put up with that.
No, just be like, oh, you can do that, but I won't be with you.
I won't be with you. Yeah.
I feel like because he keeps doing it, I don't think he's gonna. I think he might just start lying to you if you do. Like, unless you see him and you can tell he's done some kind of drug.
And I feel like that could get scary then as well if he's hiding it.
Yeah. I think sometimes we think that like breakups have to be something big, huge argument or a big thing.
Scandal.
But like this also is like, I think when someone continually does something that you knows you don't like it, knows that it could break you up because you've threatened it before, and continues to do it, I'm like, that's a lack of respect. That's a lack of, whether he says he cares, he's showing you that he actually doesn't respect the relationship or care about it as much as he says he does.
Yeah. Like, if you think in your head that there is a chance of him stopping doing it, like if you think it's going to get through his head and like, I'd maybe, I don't know, call a break and maybe see how he acts then and see what he thinks. Or if it is a case of just actually having a sit down conversation with him saying, listen, you just need to be honest with me. If you think it's something that you want to continue to do in your life, you just let me know now, because you can't keep dragging it on and then you having to question him. And then also on the other hand, if he does go out without you, sometimes you'll be thinking in your head, oh my God, he's out there and he's flattened the coke or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
And you'd be paranoid and worried and like, I don't think you're being soft. I think it's definitely a normal occurrence in young relationships. Like she asked, like people definitely have fights over these things. Like,
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good thing.
But it doesn't
either,
mean that doesn't mean to stay.
No.
I
think you can love someone and like and not love things that they're doing, and if they're not willing to maybe, I don't like the word sacrifice, because I don't think you should be sacrificing doing. No, that's not what I mean. But I do think there needs to be a respect from both sides. Like he knows how you feel about it, and he needs to understand that. But then again, like I said, if it's something he wants to do, you need to say, right, well, that's the path you want to do. You want to go down.
100%. And every time he's doing a drug, how I would say it, I'd be like, you're picking a drug over me.
Yeah.
And if he's like, well, no, I'm not. How am I doing? Yeah, you are, because you know I don't like
how
that.
I feel.
You know that could break us up. So in that moment, you're saying, I would rather do the drug than be with this person.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it is.
It's a choice.
Unconsciously, you're not. It's a choice.
Yeah.
A choice he doesn't have to make.
Yeah.
I don't think you're stupid to give another chance. I think that's up to you. But I also think it's a very valid reason to not be with someone.
Yeah. 100%.
Thanks so much again to Pennies for sponsoring our episode.
Pennies, we love you.
And thanks for bringing us to Ibiza. We had a best time.
Bring us back again.
Yay. Literally Pennies and Ibiza.
It was a ball.
That is us for this week. We have our main episode coming out on Monday. Full video as well of our main episodes are out on Thursdays at 12.
Just on Monday.
Sorry.
Full episode Wednesday.
Full episode Wednesday.
Yeah.
Full episode Wednesday, and then main
video.
Video Thursdays at 12 on YouTube. So we'll see you there.
See you
then.
Don't miss it.
Love
you. Bye.
Subscribe to this podcast for free on the GoLoud app.